All right, before I get started, I just want to know, do y'all suffer from sweat, um, from random sweats like me? I'm not going through menopause, but I like be sweating. I just be sweating. I'm not like regular women that they can just stand still and just not sweat. I be sweating. I don't know. Am I the only one? Can y'all tell me am I the only one? Because I feel like I just be out here sweating in these streets. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I really be just sitting still trying to mind my business. Or getting dressed. And if I get dressed too quickly, or if I move too fast because I'm trying to be on time, I just be sweating, y'all. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I can't be the only one. Y'all let me know if I'm the only one. Oh, anyway. Happy New Year, you guys. Happy New Decade. Happy 2020. Yes, 2020, 2020 vision. 2020 in our bank account. I'm talking 20,000, 20 million, all of that. All of that. All right. My name is Ashley of SingleWomanChronicles.com. If it looks like I'm not really looking at you, it's because my camera light over there, but if I look over there, I look cross-eyed. So that's why I'm looking this direction. But anyway, I'm Ashley, guys, of SingleWomanChronicles.com, where being single is a beautiful choice rather than a miserable circumstance. And if it's the new year and you've been whining about not having a man, that's why you need to watch this and share this with all your friends, because we're not doing that. We're not acting like we suffering and miserable just because we single. Because being in a relationship does not automatically equal happiness. It does not. All right? All right. So, today's topic is the men I want don't want me. So each week that I post, I'm going to be posting bi-weekly, I'm going to be giving you guys your weekly antidote, which means I'm going to treat those negative mindsets or those negative perspectives to help you out a little bit in your life, in your reality. I was going to say in your 2020, but I want you to take this for the rest of your life, okay? Okay. So, the man I want don't want me. I hear this excuse a lot. And yes, it's an excuse. Because y'all probably like, what you mean what you mean it's an excuse? It's my reality. The men I want don't want me. Because we all know, ladies, we could all like literally be in a relationship. Because we all got that one person or them 2, 3 people who always hitting your line, who always trying to take you out, who always trying to be with you, but you don't want him. Like, and it's okay that you don't want him. Don't let people make you feel like you just need to settle. You just need to lower your standards. All that. No, don't make you feel like that. No, because it's my belief that if I'm not attracted to someone, there's someone out there for them who is 100% attracted to them and who is going to give them their best. I'm not going to do that, because if I dated you, I know I will be settling. So in the back of my mind, I would always be thinking, I could really get better than him. You know what I'm saying? You feel me. You feel me. So I know it's a new year, and y'all probably got a little lonely, because a lot of times New Year is a trigger of loneliness, because New Year's Eve, you didn't get your midnight kiss, neither did I, but I was chilling in New Orleans, watching the fireworks, minding my business. You know what I mean? And watching everybody get kissed on and stuff, I wasn't tripping. But I've come to a level of contentment in my singleness. Now, does that contentment last forever? No. Some days I'm triggered and I'm like, yo, what is this? This random guy who I dated, I don't even call it dated. We saw each other 3 times. He proposed. Side note, what's up with these pop-up proposals lately? Is it me or like dudes that you known for like ever just popping up engaged? You didn't even know they were in a relationship. You just stroll on your timeline and you see him propose and you're like, you were in a relationship? Yo! That was a little trigger for me. But then, it's like that angel and the devil. My flesh was saying one thing. My spirit was like, we're not doing this today. And so I got back. But anyway, once you get to that level of contentment in your single, that's when you want. And that's what my weekly antidotes are for, because I'm trying to get you to a level in your single that you're content. Because when you're content, guess what? You don't want nothing. You chilling. You're okay with where you are. Not saying that you don't hope for more. You're just okay and you're not anxious about what isn't to you yet. Meaning, The man that hasn't gotten to you yet, you're okay with that. You're not chasing it. You're letting it come to you. You're not on Tinder going crazy because you can't match with the right person, which I do not advise Tinder if you want an actual serious relationship, because that's a smash app. That's just my opinion. Also, Bumble, I think it's pretty cool, but at the same time, if you think about it, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with dating apps, but if you're chasing it, the thing about that is you're going to expect a certain thing. See, this is the thing. Disappointment comes. My pastor, Craig L. Oliver of Elizabeth Baptist Church, said this. The issue is disappointment is formed when your expectation for something and your reality don't meet. There's a huge gap. So you expected this, right? But you got this. So you got this big gap, right? All this big gap, that's disappointment. That's what's going on. So you expecting to meet your Boaz on Bumble, but you can't seem to match with nobody, or every dude you match with don't want to ask you on a date. Or you're like me, you'll match with someone, they'll ask you on a date, you'll have a great date, but then you start realizing, like, this dude ain't the one. Like, it's something wrong. Get some glitches in your system that you're trying to hide, but I see them glitches, honey. So that's why I'm trying to get you to a level of contentment so you're not chasing it. Because when you're not chasing it and you're content, there is no here and here. It's really here because you're okay with whatever. You're just living life day by day as it comes. You don't have these huge expectations for when something is going to come, what time it's going to come, how exactly it's going to look. No, you literally let go and let God do his thing, and when it comes, it comes. Again, not easy. Is it like that every day? No. But you're going to have some good and some bad days, but that's with anything. But as long as your cup is always half full in this, you'll be fine. You will be fine. Yes, I just got all the way off subject. That's okay, because I'm still giving you your antidote. I'm still treating your misery, honey. Okay? Okay, let's jump into it. The men I want don't want me. Had this revelation like 2 days after New Year's. So I'm sitting, and I'm always having these conversations with myself because I'm an overthinker. And so myself was like strolling on Instagram. Instagram get you in trouble, don't it? Like, you really be coveting your neighbor. If you don't know what coveting is, you need to read your Bible. Anyway, so I'm scrolling on Instagram, and I see this guy that I had interest in a long time ago, right? So we dated in college, and then it didn't go anywhere, and then later on we dated again, didn't go anywhere, blah, blah, blah. So I see him, and he's happy in his new relationship. They're great. I love them, actually. Like, I think he met the perfect woman. I just get excited when I see their Instagram. I'm like, oh, my God, they're so cute. They're gold. So I'm looking at this, and I just started talking to myself, like, not, like, literally talking to myself, just, like, thinking, dang, so he's, like, super cute. You really had a chance, like, but he didn't want you, right? I'm real with myself. And then this is really, like, my devil self. Like, he didn't want you, right? But then my spirit self was like, that's not true. You didn't think he wanted you. So you allowed your lack of worth to sabotage that situation, to not even try. And I was like, yo, you right, self. You right, self. So here was the thing. Back then, I used to do this thing where I dated multiple guys. And I would tell myself I'm dating multiple guys because I need a team, because, you know, dudes ain't ish. So I need a team at all times just to make sure if one fall off, I already got another one. In actuality, I was so afraid of rejection that if I didn't have a backup plan, I would go into this deep, dark, like, feeling of depression or disappointment where I felt like I wasn't ish. I felt horrible. I felt like I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't attractive enough. And like that happened so many times. So I even have a blog about that, like on Single Woman Chronicles. You can go read it. I really don't know the title right now because I write a lot. But it's just about dating multiple people, like the pros and the cons of it. And people think like you should do that because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. No. Women who do that, men who do that, I really think it's because they lack the strength and the worth to deal with rejection and let it just be that. Like, not even, because people look at rejection all wrong, in my eyes, because life is really all about perspective. Once you check your perspective, your whole life will change, period. So for me, God stay blocking me. It's so many opportunities I haven't had because God didn't want it. And I could have taken that and been like, you know what, that's rejection. No, I decided to take it like, no, that was redirection. I have a blog called Rejection is Just Redirection. Go read that. Because, yeah, it didn't work out. But what if it had worked out? How many times has God given you something that you knew and you thought and you really wanted, and when you got it, it wasn't what you expected? And then you looking like, bro, why you ain't block me from this? Like, why you ain't block me from this? And that's what it is. Many times, instead of risking putting our all into something, instead, we just count ourselves out before we even try. And that's what I used to do. That's why I always had all these different dudes at one time. No, I wasn't like smashing everybody, but I was talking to different dudes because it's usually like this. Ladies, y'all feel me? We being honest today, all right? So we got the dude we really like. We got him, right? But why it seems like the one you really like, either one, taking too long, or two, it seems like he playing. So you got the one you really like, and then you got all these flunkies. So you got your LeBron James, your Steph Curry, but then you got all these other dudes, these bench riders. And like you really focused on your LeBron James and your Steph Curry, but you just feel like he's not doing what you want him to do right at that moment. So instead of like just being patient, waiting, or just adjusting your perspective to, you know what, it is what it is. If it works, if it doesn't, I'm good. Nah, you got these flunkies. Now here's the issue with having the flunkies, right? You actually, instead of, it's a reverse effect, right? So you think having these flunkies is going to take your mind off of your LeBron James, when in actuality, when you go out with these flunkies, it intensifies your emotions and your feelings for LeBron James. And let me tell you why. Because when the flunkies make mistakes, you just keep comparing them to your LeBron James. So when they make a mistake, you just thinking, hoping, and wishing, dang, I just wish I was with him, because if I was with him, he wouldn't be doing this. Or, dang, I wish I was with him because that's who I really want. If I'm going to deal with it, I might as well deal with it with him. That's what it does. Because I know y'all have gone on a date, right? Because y'all got y'all LeBron James. Y'all got y'all star player. I keep saying LeBron James because I love him. So, you got your LeBron, right? And he didn't call you. He didn't call you that day. You called him and he told you he wasn't busy. I mean, he was busy. He couldn't take you out that day. So instead, you was like, let me hit one of these flunkies up because I really want to go out. You really didn't want to go out. You just wanted attention. But that's a whole nother story for another day. But you couldn't go. So then you called one of the flunkies. And then you realized why they was one of the flunkies. Because you went out and you had a horrible time. The time was awful. You were like, why am I doing this? What am I doing with my life? This is trash. And it made you want to be with your LeBron even more. So it intensified your feeling because you realize in comparison, I'm sorry if I pause it. Y'all know my dog, Bridges. He really be trying to ruin my recordings. But he almost unplugged the ring light. Anyway, but you really want to go out with your LeBron. You really want to kick it with him. And every time you meet someone who's not as good as him, it's going to intensify your emotions for him. It's kind of like in New Orleans. I really wanted Popeyes. Don't judge me, but Louisiana is the originator of Popeyes. So, of course, their Popeyes is going to be better. Come on now. I wanted Popeyes. But I'm on Bourbon Street, and this fellow tells me, no, just go to this other restaurant that I'm not going to name because, one, I don't remember the name, and two, I don't want to, get no lost with their name. But I go to this restaurant thinking, let me go ahead and settle for this chicken because there's no Popeyes around me. So I eat this chicken, and it isn't what I expected. I expected and I wanted Popeyes. But now that I ate this chicken, not only did I waste my money on this chicken and waste my time on this chicken, but now I want Popeyes even more. Come on. And that's the same thing. So, sometimes it's not necessarily that the man that you want doesn't want you. It's because you think you can't get the man that you want. I'm in your house. Yep. For sure. And don't sit here and tell me, no, that's not true. No, it is true. Now, it is going to be some moments because, listen, I know that I'm beautiful. I'm funny. I'm a great catch. I'm a hustler. Like, we out here, okay? I'm aware. I get approached. All of that. I'm very confident. But at the same time, your girl has gotten rejected a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot, okay? And I've gotten rejected in the past, and I've wanted guys who didn't want me because guess what? Not everybody is for me, and that's okay because somebody's son gonna like it, honey. And yeah, but I feel like I've won more battles than I've lost. And a lot of the battles that I lost, it had nothing to do with the guy actually not wanting me. Everything had to do with my mindset. I constantly sabotaged situations because I felt I counted myself out before I was even in the game. My mindset, I went in wrong. I went in thinking I could never get a guy like that. So I never tried, or I had all these dudes, so stuff started falling off. And another thing is, when you're juggling guys, not only do you intensify your emotion for your LeBron, you also miss the red flags of your LeBron. What I mean by that is, if you're so if you got 5 dudes on your team, right? Your LeBron is your main player, but you still got 4 more. Whenever LeBron makes you upset, you're going to entertain the other 4. So instead of being able to sit with your emotions, sit with your feelings, and really analyze what LeBron has done, you go and you entertain those other men. And maybe you don't have 4, maybe you just got 1. You go and entertain him, so you really can't assess your red flag. You can't really assess the situation. So you're ignoring things about your LeBron that really should be noticed and stuff should be done about, but you're too busy entertaining these other suitors because you're thinking, I can't put all my eggs in one basket, so I got to entertain them so that I can lessen my feelings for LeBron, when in actuality it's really having the opposite effect. Another thing too about the man you want doesn't want you, you really don't want the man you think you want. Because you're so focused on the outer shell, or what we like to say, his on paper, his resume. Because on paper, a lot of people look great. On paper, it can look great. Think about it in advertising. There can be an item that's packaged perfectly. For example, Porsche. I heard a Porsche truck, Range Rover, I think about. Everybody loves these cars. In essence, people love these cars. People think that these cars are beautiful, and if you got them, you got that clout, you got the juice, whatever. But I've heard that these cars are horrible cars. Range Rover, like $100,000 car. Porsche, like the same. But these are horrible cars. But on paper, it looks good. On paper, everyone's telling you this is what you should go for. But in real life, when you really get to driving that thing, you realize this ain't really what I want. That's another thing. I was sitting and thinking about guys from my past who I thought that I wanted and didn't. God has taught me a valuable lesson. When he tells you to step away from something, you better step away. Because I've gotten the guy that every girl wanted. And I wanted to give him back to every girl. Because he really wasn't what I wanted. I liked his image. And let me be real, I liked the fact that every other girl wanted him too. Because that validated me. Knowing that other women wanted my man was a validation to me. Let that sink in. Because a lot of y'all want jobs, houses, dudes, and all of this other crap. Red bottoms, the long weave, all of this. You don't want it because you want it. You want it because other people want it and have it. And if you got it first, or if you get it, that'll validate you. That's a word right there. So, is the guy that you want actually somebody you want? Like, look, take away how fine he is, how tall he is, how many women want him, how much money he got. The characteristics, I always tell people, when choosing your mate, don't look at them. Look at the kind of relationship you want. And does the characteristics that that man has within him provide you the kind of relationship that you want? For example, for me, I want a faithful relationship. I don't want no guy out here cheating on me. I don't want no dude who I have to question. I want him to be trustworthy, period. I don't even want to have to question, like, I'm not the girl who, I don't want to go through your stuff. I don't want to have to do that. Because honestly, my discernment is so fire that if I know, I just know. I just know. I can tell you the date, the time. I probably could tell you what you wore. You'd be like, and I'm like, me and Jesus is like this. So what's up? You gonna tell me or not? And it's scary, but it's real. So you gotta ask yourself, like, what kind of relationship do I want? So if I want a guy who's like super faithful, what am I out here doing dating a guy who goes out all the time? Or a guy who loves Instagram and likes all the Instagram chicks' photos and who just loves attention, who entertains every. That makes no sense. If he's like community guy, why would I date a community guy who's like attracted to everyone who you can't really tell if he's all over you? That makes no sense. I want a relationship that we grind together. We can partner in some things. Not saying that we have to work together on our main gig, but I want to partner with Bae. What I look like dating a guy who lacks ambition? A guy who just thinks a 9 to 5 is his have all, be all. That's cool. You want to work, but I need a guy with some hustle. Like, if you're going to be a teacher, I need you to be the best teacher. If you're going to be a garbage man, I need you to be the best garbage man. Like, we need to be figuring, like, how we going to get it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying when I say stop looking at the person. Because when you stare so hard at the person, you begin to put them on a pedestal. And you miss things about them that are very important. And when you miss those things that are important, then you end up, even if you end up getting that person, you realize, bro, this really wasn't what I wanted. Because I've had a situation where I've gotten a guy and I didn't get the guy. And then looking back on it, I realized I ain't never really want him. He really wasn't nice. Or he was kind of slow. Like, he didn't catch my jokes. Like, I love to joke and he didn't catch them. No, I didn't really want him. That ain't really what it is. So we already talked about sometimes you don't get the guy that you want because you feel like you can't get him. So as a man thinks, so he is. I think that's what the Bible says. 2, really, is he even who you want or what you want? You got to evaluate that first. And then last, but definitely not least, sometimes God just blocking you. Like, it's not what you need. You may want it, but it's not what you need. What I've learned to do is really to take evaluation of my life, right? Because many times in my course, Self-Worth Bootcamp, it talks about how constant exposure to people you deem as better than you, have more money than you, more successful than you, constant exposure to that will diminish your self-worth. Meaning that if I'm on Instagram all day and I'm just scrolling through all these celebrities, scrolling through all these people who I think have a better life than me, I'm diminishing my self-worth, right? I'm diminishing how I feel about myself because I'm causing myself to be exposed to all of these images, right? And so I just lost my train of thought. I'm like, why did I just say that? But anyway, I said all that because many times God wants us to be so validated within ourselves that we don't need somebody to validate us. So many times, a guy that you actually want in that season isn't what you need. Because what you need is you. Because many times we get in relationships and we lose who we are. I've been there. Got the whole blog called Found Love But Lost Myself. That's real life. That is real life. Too many times we think, oh, if I get this guy that I really want, that's going to solve my happiness problem. No, it's not. It's going to transfer it to something else. Because if you're miserable single right now, you're still going to be miserable in that relationship. And if you aren't miserable as soon as you get in, he's going to do something because humans always make mistakes. And it's not even it don't even have to be a big mistake. He could just not give you the attention that you require in that moment because you haven't settled within yourself that attention isn't a necessary thing at all times to make you happy. So you have to fulfill a happiness and an emptiness within yourself before God will send you the person that you actually want. Because guess what? Sometimes you may think, I need that person right now, I want that person right now, but if you got it right now, you might screw it up. Sometimes I have to sit, that's why I said all that before I just got my train of thought back. Sometimes when I'm scrolling through Instagram, I see certain relationships, and I'm like, dang, I really wish I had that. And then I take a step back, and I'm like, do you really? Want a relationship right now? No. Oh my God, last night I watched Power at like 11:30 p.m. because I realized that it came on and I was like, yay. But then I thought about like if I was in a relationship, my dude would want me to wait for him to watch Power. I'm not waiting on you to watch Power. I'm about to watch Power right now. Like, no. I don't want to share this moment of TV with you. No, I want to watch TV when I want to watch TV. So you have to think about stuff like that. Like, do you really feel like feeling? Currently, right now, I don't have the energy to feel. I'm good. Like, I'm okay with just me and my dog. Like, I care about his feelings, but he's not vocal because he can't talk. So I'm okay with that. All right, I am okay with that. So sometimes you need to take a step back. Is the guy that I want really what I need right now in this season? Or is it that I just need something to do? Or is it that I just need to complete that task that I've been putting off? Write that book that I've been meaning to write. Go to that church that I've been saying that I'm going to go to. Mend those broken relationships that I've been meaning to mend. You know what? This is like side note. So people kind of know about my relationship with my dad or whatever that I don't have. But my relationship with my mom, for a long time, we had a horrible relationship. Like, it was really, really bad. I'm not going to get into the in-depth, but it was bad. And so at one point when we started to get better, because my mom started to change and to see her pain, and like she's gone through so much, so I had to start seeing her as the woman and not just my mom. So when I started seeing her like that, I started to get an understanding, but at the same time, I wanted more of her. But I didn't know how to do it because for so long, like, my mom wasn't a cuddly type of person. She wasn't like, I love you, I'm going to hug you, I want to hang out with you. She was just really hard because for so long she was bitter about life. So the new her isn't like that. So I had to learn the new her, and I wanted more of the new her, but I was so nervous to ask because that 16-year-old girl within me, when we first started having like our real issues, was nervous because the mom that I knew didn't do that. So I remember being in this season where I was yearning to be in a relationship, and I was just yearning to have someone around when really I didn't want that. I just wanted more of my mom. I wanted more of the relationship that I felt like I had lost from like 16 to like 26, y'all. And eventually I started hanging out with my mom more, and we talked more, and just like being more, get more affection from my mom. And that actually filled a lot of that want for intimacy and want for like affection and stuff, because really in actuality I wanted it from her. So a lot of the times when we think we need something or want something really bad, it's really because we're shifting the need to other people. Like, we're projecting it onto us wanting to be in a relationship when really we need to just be in relationships. Maybe it's a relationship with your mom or with your dad or with your siblings or something. You just need to have that forgiveness within your life and work on that. And then you'll be so fulfilled that you'll forget, like, I really don't want a relationship right now. I don't feel like feeling. I don't feel like asking people to help me make decisions. No, this is my decision. I don't need your help. Okay? So, all right. So that has been your weekly antidote on the question of, or the feeling of, the men that I want don't want me. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please go and sign up for my Patreon. It's $5 a month. Just $5. You got a month. Like, y'all spend that on lashes. Like, y'all spend this money on like food. You spend it at Starbucks. Come on, support your girl, okay? Because eventually the videos won't be free. I'll be doing like bi-weekly ones that are free and some aren't. So help your girl out. Support your girl, because I feel like I'm empowering and I'm enriching your life. If I'm enriching your life, enrich my pockets. That's all I'm saying. So, all right, this has been this week's Single Woman Chronicles. And be sure to follow me at Single Woman Chronicles on Instagram. My Facebook page is Single Woman Chronicles. And my Twitter is SWC Blog, but I really don't tweet, so whatever. But also, hit me up on what else you guys want me to talk about, because I can't think of everything on my own, but y'all can give me some ideas and some suggestions. So let me know. All right.